Alright, so this is the third inequality video. This is the two-step inequalities, and after you take the quiz, you're more than welcome to go to the YouTube page, remember, and you can watch it without worrying about the quiz. If you want to see in the book where two-step inequalities start, that's page 327 in the book. Okay, now just like one step, the good thing is solving a two-step inequality is just like solving a two-step equation. Okay, so things you got to remember: first, we're going to take care of any addition or subtraction. Second, we take care of multiplying and dividing, and you just have to remember to do the opposite, and you do it to both sides. So if it's addition in the problem, then you subtract on both sides. If it's division in the problem, you're going to multiply on both sides. Do the opposite and do it to both sides. Okay? Alright, so first thing first, okay? We got two problems here, so we'll take one at a time. Now, the most important thing that you need to remember when you're doing inequalities or when you're doing equations is
show your steps!
Okay, yes, you have to show your steps. Alright, so I've got this one set up. It's 4y plus 1 is greater than 53. Now, even if this was a equation, you're going to do the same exact thing. First, do the opposite to both sides. So you do addition or subtraction first. So the opposite of plus 1 is minus 1, not negative, minus. The 1's go away. 53 take away 1 is 52. 4y comes down. Not equals, but greater than. Then do the opposite to both sides, which is divide, which is the opposite of multiply by 4. 4's go away, so that leaves you 1y. And y is greater than 13. Again, it stays greater than all the way through. There's no reason to flip it. Nothing is negative, and it would have to be in this second step if there was going to be something negative to make this sign flip. Okay, and the graph of it, it's going to be an open circle because there's not an or equal to, and you're going to shade to the greater side. Y is greater than 13, so it would look like this. Okay, got 13, put one number on each side, open, shade to the greater side. Okay, now let's look at another one. Okay, again, very important, you have to remember to
show your steps or I'll eat you for Halloween!
Yes, very important, got to show your steps. Alright, this one, we've got x being divided, and then we're adding a 5. Okay, so to get rid of plus 5, we're going to do minus 5 to both sides. That's your first step, and that's going to leave you with x over negative 2 greater than or equal to 25. Now, I waited on this step because the opposite over here, the opposite of multiply was divide. Here, the opposite of divide is multiply. So you're multiplying by negative 2. Okay, it's not because that you're dividing, but it's because the number you're dividing by is negative. This now, it was greater than or equal to, is going to change to less than or equal to. Okay, so only because the number you divided by was negative, then you are going to flip from greater than to less than. So flip the inequality if you multiply or divide by a negative number. So just like over here, if this was a negative 4, then this would have flipped. Okay, so x is now less than or equal to a negative 50. So because it's or equal to, you fill it in. So it's a closed dot. And then to the less than side, so we're going to shade to the less side. Okay, and again, make sure you always number at least 1 to both sides. Alright, so that was kind of quick, but we've already practiced enough with the equations. You should be good with inequalities. Okay, again, if you get stuck, you want to go back and see the longer version, go back and watch two-step equations or one-step equations. Alright, now, let's take time for some questions. Alright, hope you did okay. And as always, please remember to
Show your steps! Happy mathing.
Happy mathing.